Evening, everyone, and welcome to a bit of an update on JobKeeper and what's been happening. We just had an update from the tax office, so I thought while we're still waiting for the legislation, we can certainly clarify a few issues that they believe will take place. So we've obviously had quite a few questions around turnover, how they're going to assess it, what happens if you've got lumpy turnover. So I thought the tax office have actually clarified a few of these things, so I thought we'd go through tonight and quickly give you an update on what's taking place. So first of all, self-employed people, we've had a few questions as to, I don't lodge VAT returns, I'm not registered for GST, am I eligible? The good news is yes, you are eligible. We're just going to show that you've got an ABN, a tax file number, and then off we go. We can get you $750 a week. We need to show some business activity in trading, so there needs some evidence. They haven't specified what type of evidence, maybe their invoices, maybe their bank statements. So when we know some more details, we'll obviously give you an update on that area. So the good news is that yes, you are. Unfortunately, trusts, companies and partnerships, only one person is eligible to receive that payment. So obviously for each of those entities, if you've got 3 family members receiving trust distributions, only one can actually get the $750 per week. The other thing is that we've had a couple of questions around the situation where you might have a part-time job and you might be relying on income. In that nature, the income would be, you wouldn't have to worry about the part-time job. As long as you can show some trading income, you're eligible, and you've got an ABN. So obviously people do rely on their business for part-time, if they've got a small part-time business plus a part-time job. So obviously the government has recognised that, which is really good. We've had quite a few questions around eligibility for lump sums, and I thought I'd quickly go over that. If you've got, eligibility for lumpy income, not lump sums. So quickly, let's just have a quick look at that. First of all, if your business has only just started or you've got lumpy income because you're not actually receiving a regular income, how do you measure that from this year or last year or best period? Basically, they're saying that you obviously need some evidence. So the tax office take a prescriptive approach, and they have some leeway, but that you've got to show them that in your case, obviously the VAT returns are going to give a good reflection of what's going on, and they'll make a discretion. And it's the same if you're just a little bit under the 30%. It's not a hard and fast rule. It's more their discretion as to what will take place. Okay, if my turnover hasn't decreased by 30% this month, but I believe in the coming months it will be, am I eligible? Yes, once you can show that there's been a 30% decrease, you're eligible. Unlikely that my turnover will decrease for a couple of months, am I still eligible? Again, once you can show to the tax office that your income has decreased, then you're eligible, and you're eligible from that date onwards. So for some of my clients, obviously their business is closed, got employees, we can show from the 1st of March that they're eligible. For others, it hasn't quite hit yet. It mightn't hit till May, June. That's when you're eligible. So you just got to bear that in mind. So the payments are going to be paid in arrears, and they're going to start coming through on the first week of May. So at the moment, they're just saying register. There'll be further details on what they need to be able to administer the scheme. The money will come into you. It'll be taxable in your part of your income, and then you'll pay that to your employees where you'll get your tax deduction. But technically, it should be revenue neutral to you. I think this is also important before we close up. Obviously, we've had a few phone calls. How do we make sure we can get our money? Am I eligible? And we don't want to be promoting any schemes here because the tax office is going to come down hard on people. So I just thought I'd read this as a bit of a word of warning. The program will be subject to the ATO compliance and audit activities. There will be a positive obligation on employers to establish their eligibility. In addition, the ATO will do cross-checks of payments with Services Australia data, which is obviously all the other government departments, to make sure that there's not multiple payments and that your business is eligible. If you don't, and they also got people where companies they want to see clients manipulate their turnover to show that they qualify. Again, they'll have integrity rules, and they'll be doing checks and stuff like that. So the implications there's serious implications if you do the wrong thing. Tax office affair. What is the impact on the JobKeeper payment have on the workplace entitlements and other obligations? Employer must continue to be comply with the obligation of the Fair Work Act. JobKeeper payment does not remove any workplace protection for employees. And the enforcement and compliance to ensure the JobKeeper payment is passed on to employees will be done by the ATO. So there's a little bit of an update on what we believe will happen. We're still waiting for the legislation that'll come out Wednesday. Stay tuned. We've got our Thursday weekly update. Thanks for everyone that's been telling us they've been enjoying our YouTube videos and live updates. We're trying to keep you informed. Stay safe. Stay busy. Stay self-isolated. All that sort of stuff. We're here to support you, and if you have other clients, friends that might need help, a good accountant, obviously refer them on. And hopefully we'll see you Thursday. If not, have a good Passover or Easter, and we'll talk to you soon or see you on our YouTube channel.